Hello, welcome to the channel. So we've got a Trace Elliot bass amp in for repair. So we're just going to have a look at this, just see what's actually wrong with it. So let's just have a look at the amp. So we've got input gain here, passive and active switch, shape 1, shape 2, out and in button there. We've got EQ and then EQ in and out. Well, I'm not sure what that's for, unless it's to turn the EQ up and down. I don't know what that is, but anyway. We've got pre-EQ, post-EQ, so that's just to lift out the graphic equalizer. Sender return sockets, EQ balance, so that eliminates what we thought that was. And then we've got an output level, mute button, line out. So it's plugged in, we've got a speaker onto it, so I'm just going to switch on. It's on the current limiter as well, and you can see we've got that hum. Now we've got no current draw, we're only drawing 50 milliamps. We're on the bulbs are not even lit up. I've got 235 volts going into it, and we're only drawing 50 milliamps. So, and the volumes are down, so that to me says capacitors. If it was a transistor, we'd see high current and the bulbs would be lit. We'd have all sorts of problems. So that's looking to me like a capacitor issue. So let's crack it open and see what greets us inside. This is like past the parcel. This is just got it out of its cabinet, and now we've got another top on there. So to get this out of the cabinet, you'll see some plastic caps on the side. You just poke them out with a screwdriver, and the bolts are in there for that. So let's get that off the bench, and then we'll get this on. Looks like someone's been in here before. Just one or two screws look a bit chewed up, but right. So I've got the top off, and I've already found the problem by the look of it. In fact, both of those. So yeah, they are, just looking what they are, 4,780 volts. I do have some of those, but I think this is only 63s. But if it's just a dry joint, then you obviously need to get that board out there, so, and check what's happening with that. So yeah, so we'll get this just back off now so you can see a bit. We'll get this board out, and we'll have a look underneath. Well, there we go. And if we just move that, where are we? Both dry jointed. That is another. There's dry joint on the heatsink as well. But yeah, you can see that. Oh, sorry, you can't. There we go. You can see that there. It's badly dry jointed. Let's test the caps anyway. Right, let's see if we can test these. We've got to have both hands, so let's see if we can come around this side so you can see. $4,477 at no ESR. We'll say that's okay. Let's try the next one. Well, that says in circuit leaky, so we'll have to take that one out to test it. Well, no big deal because it's nearly out now, but the other one's fine. So we'll need to take that out. So we'll heat the iron up and swage it. 4,631, no ESR. So I think we can safely say, yeah, that he's, that he's okay. He's a lumberjack. do notice that the if you can see, we had this in an amp once before. I'm just trying to get this to focus if I can. It doesn't seem to want to at that distance. So the pins look a bit short to me again. The other one, the snapping pins were broken. That one there, look, the one to the right, looks a bit short to me. So we know both those caps are good. So I just noticed this wire off here, obviously, when I was moving it around, and just look what they've done here. You just can't, they've just tacked these onto there, and that one's obviously fallen off. And yeah, it's a good job that didn't fall off while it was being used and fall onto that heatsink there. My days. Yeah. So got those to sort out as well, so I might as well unsolder those now. Some better access to them. I just never look, because to be fair, they're not really restricting me either, so, but obviously I need to make a better job of those. Why they've cut the spade terminals off, I do not know, but people do these things. So there we go, you can see I've got a thin film of silicone on there, so I've started doing these now, and that will stick. Once that's soldered in and firm, it'll stick, and that won't move. Right, so I've got both of those back in. It's strange how this heatsink, you probably can't see it, but these screws are screwed in, that one especially. It's like it's bent. Screw on here, it's just like it's bent where they've screwed it into the heatsink, or screwed it in at an angle. Very botch, but I suppose it's tight enough, so I suppose that's passable. I'm just going to have a good check round now at these solder joints on here, and then we'll get this board back in and see if this amp fires up, and we've cured the problem. Right, I've got the board back in okay, and look at these here. They've just been botched on. That's absolutely disgusting how they've done that. There we go, look. Shocking. Billy Bodger strikes again. So let's just look at what we've done to the others. So what I've done is put them through the holes, wrap them round, soldered them, and then put some insulation over. The reason I've put some insulation over is because these can easily be pushed onto that fuse. And they were leaning rather close to that fuse. So I have insulated those. Just notice the what's going on here. It's weird because I've checked all the dry joints on that board, so I think that's just bent. Yes. I'll just drop a bit of silicone between those just to make sure they don't come loose again. I don't know. Right, got it back in. Got the caps in now, so they're all done. So do these wires on here properly. Right, mate, one of those fell off. It's just as well it didn't fall off, and well, I pulled it off, but it could have easily have fallen off and shorted onto the other terminal. That would have been a bit of a blow. Would have made blew all the transistors and probably blown the speakers as well. Noticed here this wire off. Another spade terminal's being cut off there, and there's a wire here. Just don't know, that's been heat shrinked off, so I don't know what that's about. Not good, but we've got this wire tidied up anyway. And we've tidied everything else up in there, and I've spilled some silicone there, so we need to just clean that off. So there we go. So I suppose we best plug it in and just make sure it works okay. Everything's right on it now, but it's all back together. And we did find some dry joints, so obviously these were dry jointed. This was dry jointed as well, and it's still not brilliant. Not a great designed thing, this, to be honest. Those have been laid across on the top there as well, but they are soldered secure where they weren't. Get the feeling that whoever's done these hasn't done that. And again, that one, although it is soldered securely, I think that one has been put through the hole where they were just laid on there, and so were they. But they should be insulated. They're too close to the fuses not to be. Check the fuses, they're 5 amp. So I think we're ready to give this a run. Right, got the current limiter on. Right, we're on. Shall we drawing 100 milliamps, and we've got a 150 watt bulb in there. So let's just plug this into the input. Fan's working. It's taking some time. There we go. Yeah, we've got signal. I think we'll just clean those switches on the preamp. Let's just test let's go down to about 90 hertz. Right, let's just go up again. That's 630 hertz, and we've got about 500 on this graphic. And we need to go up and test the last one, which is well, that's up at 5 kilohertz. I don't think we quite need to go that far. Yep, that's working good. Yeah. So that's all good. Let's go back to 1 kilohertz. So the graphic works. That works. That works. That's bypassing the graphics. That's just on this, so to do with that. EQ balance, that's okay. Outputs. Yeah. So probably just pour a bit of contact cleaner in just, you can just about see what I'm doing there, can't you? These three, just a little bit crackly. That one's a bit poppy when but I don't know. Just here, that's a little bit, and that one is as well. They've just need the contacts. Should be able to get in and clean those probably. But yeah, that's just flick that off now. Yeah, everything seems good on it. It works well. Yeah. So let's take it off the bulb. Actually, let's put another 150 in rather than take it off the bulbs completely. There we go. That's gone up to 120 milliamps. We've got 238 volts in it. We've got 300 watts of bulbs. We just keep some protection on while we're in here. Just going to pop this back on again. Wow, that heatsink's hot. Whew. My days, he's glowing. Don't keep your finger on him too long. Right, let's have a look at this preamp board. No, everything's good. Just those switches. We'll see if we can clean those. See if we can flick that off again. We'll see if we can get into those switches to clean them. I'm just going to switch off before I tilt it. And we're going to unplug it as well, because I don't like that very much. So if we look, you can see those type of switches there. So I'm just going to spray a bit of contact cleaner into those and see if we can get rid of that bit of crackling, and then that should do it. That's looking all good. Right, I've put some contact cleaner in those and it's cleaned those up a treat. I have put some silicone between these caps because just to give them a bit more support, because this board is a bit flexible as well. And yeah, this is obviously standard on a hefty base cab, so that'll just keep those together. I don't normally, but on this it's probably a good idea. They're big old capacitors, they are, even to be just fastened in at the bottom. So you know, with a bit of silicone at the bottom. So that is ready to be put back together now. Right, I've got this Trace Elliot just up for a quick demo, just check all the controls out, make sure everything's okay, and we've got a nice clean signal. So the EQ's working okay. Although we did test that with the signal generator. That won't work. No, I'm pressing that for. yeah, everything seems to work on it. Just a bit of a demo there. It's a bit of rusty acoustic playing. So yeah, so that'll do it for this one. A quick video this. So thanks for watching. You all take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.